Welcome to today's PAWS lesson on responsibility. You are always responsible for how you act, no matter how you feel. Remember that. Today's lesson is on responsibility. We'll be reading the book, What If Everybody Did That? Our message is meet the person responsible for your actions, behavior, and consequences. And in our mindful moment, we'll be owning our own power. What is responsibility? Responsibility is doing what you say you will do, following the rules, taking care of our space and our school, accepting the outcomes of our actions. This means you must think before you act, taking a moment to stop and say, what if I did this? If I do this, what could happen? One of my favorite stories about responsibility is, what if everybody did that? This book is great for thinking about what would happen if I did that. As you read, look for examples of responsible and irresponsible behavior. Make sure you watch till the very end because there's a surprise guest. I'll tell you a little hint about who it is. It's actually one of Brooklyn and Boss's best friends.
And now one of my favorite books from my library, What If Everybody Did That? By Ellen Javernick, illustrated by Colleen M. Madden. When we went to the zoo, I fed just a little of my popcorn to the bear. The zookeeper waved his broom and said, "Hey, what if everybody did that?" I just wanted to see how fast the grocery cart would go. It went faster than I expected. When the manager stopped me, she said, "What if everybody did that?" On the way to visit Grandma and Grandpa in Kansas, I dropped just one soda can out the window. The patrolman who pulled us over said, "What if everybody did that?" At Uncle William's wedding, I took just a little lick of the frosting from the fancy cake. The lady behind the table glared at me over her glasses and said, "What if everybody did that?" I told the babysitter that I took a bath just once a year. As she shooed me into the bathroom, she said, "What if everybody did that?" During story time, I had something important to say. I just couldn't wait till the end of the story. The librarian put her finger to her lips and said, "What if everybody did that?" I gotta go potty! Why can't we read one of those other books? I've already heard this one. My mom said that recycling is a very good thing, and we recycle in my house, and once I'm so hungry. I can touch my toes, see? How much do you weigh? While we sat in the car waiting for Dad, I honked the horn. I honked just a few times, but Mr. Thompson came to his door. He shook his head and said, "What if everybody did that?" At the swimming pool, I just splashed a little. The lifeguard blew his whistle and said, "What if everybody did that?" On the bus, I just stood up to see the fire truck. Mr. Gearshift glared at me in the rearview window and said, "What if everybody did that?" "Sit down! Woof, woof! Sit down!" Just once, I didn't hang my coat on the rack at school. Miss Sanders made me pick it up and said, "What if everybody did that?" At recess, I threw just one snowball at Sammy. Mr. Walters saw me. When he sent me to stand by the wall, he said, "What if everybody did that?" When we went out for dinner, I just shot one straw wrapper. The waitress stopped taking our orders and looked straight at me. She said, "What if everybody did that?" After the football game, I just ran on the field to get the quarterback's autograph. The official waved his arms and said, "What if everybody did that?" When I came home, I gave my mom a hug. What if everybody did that? Everybody should. The end.
So meet the person responsible for your actions, behavior, and consequences. That's right, it's you. So what is in our control? Not all things are in our control. The things in the circle are things we can control. If we don't like them, we have the power to change them. So if I don't like getting a work habits mark, I can change my effort level and try harder on my homework. If I don't like getting a behavior mark, maybe I need to change my noise level in my words. The things outside of the circle are things that are out of our control. This means they can't be changed by us, so we need to learn how to cope or deal with them. I can't change the fact that my teacher is going to give me homework, but I can deal with it by starting with the hardest problems first and working my way down to the easiest. I can't change the weather. I wish I could change it so it wasn't so rainy and wet, but I can't, so I cope or deal with it by packing an umbrella or staying home and reading on wet days. I can't change what is served for lunch, but maybe I cope or deal with it by packing an extra snack that day, or taking a few bites of each of the foods and just making sure that I enjoy and appreciate what I have. We are responsible for everything that is in our circle. So how others act is outside of my control, but how I respond or act to them is inside of my control. If someone says something mean to me, my actions and my words are still in my control. If I get angry and yell back at them, then I might get in trouble because I could have been in control of my actions and choices. If someone is mean to me and I make the decision to walk away or not respond, then I have coped with them in a really respectful way. I am responsible for not only my words, my actions, but my belongings. It's up to us to keep our school and our classroom clean. Yep, it's all about you. You get to decide what's possible. Not your parents, not your teacher, not your best friend. You. So if you don't like feeling tired and grouchy in the mornings, maybe you need to go to bed a little bit earlier. You get to decide what's possible and how you feel. You also get to be in control for your mindful moments. Being mindful is part of our Powell Panther way. You are in control of you during this time. You are responsible for your own calmness, happiness, thoughts, and feelings.
You have an amazing strength that comes from deep inside of you. It lives in your body and also in your heart and in your mind. Sometimes you might forget how strong you really are, but you can always bring power back into yourself by using your breath and your body. Stand and separate your feet a bit wider than your hips. Point your toes out just a little and bend your knees. Noticing how your legs are feeling. Are they working hard? If you want to feel them working a little bit harder, bend your knees a bit more. Now reach your arms out in front of you, open your hands wide, and breathe in. Then quickly pull your arms back, close your fists, and say, ha, in your strongest voice. Let's try it together. Inhale, ha. Now reach your arms overhead, open your hands wide, and breathe in. Pull your arms in, close your fists, and say, ha. Check in with your legs again. How are they feeling? Are they working hard, feeling tired? You can bend them a little bit more or straighten them a bit. It's totally up to you. So let's turn up the power. Reach your arms out, take a big breath in through your nose, and ha, 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 ha. Switch. Ha, 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 ha. Switch. Ha, ha, ha. Switch. Ha, ha, ha. Switch. Ha, switch. Ha, switch. Ha, 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 ha. So let's bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Find a steady breath through your nose and check in with your body. How are your legs feeling? Did you notice them being tired or working hard while you were practicing this activity? How is your heart feeling? Is it strong? Is it tired? Energized? Whatever your heart is feeling, consider sending it a quick thank you for working so hard to support your body. Straighten your legs and bring your feet close together. Close your eyes or rest them on one spot on the ground in front of you. Keep one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Bring your arms down to your sides and open up your eyes. When something challenging is coming up in your life and you forget how strong you really are, you can power up with this activity. If you can't do it right in the moment you need it, bring your mind back to the strength you were feeling in your body while you were doing it today. Have a powerful day.
Let's take a moment to reflect. If I am in control of my actions and thoughts, then I am in control of my feelings. Are my actions and thoughts leading to happy feelings? Do I feel proud of the choices I'm making or regretful? What if everybody followed the rules? What if everyone was safe? What if everyone was respectful? Let's inspire others. How can you show your teachers, family, and friends that you are responsible?